spreading much faster, and the United States will soon be in the crosshairs with the mosquito population taking off in the coming warmer months. The National
Everything we look at with this virus seems to be a bit scarier than we initially.
Health and the CDC issuing an urgent plea to Congress today to act now to pay for immediate steps to protect Americans. NBC's Tom Costello has details.
Zika virus appears to have a particular ability to cause birth defects when the baby is born to a mother that was infected during pregnancy.
And medical researchers believe it might be linked to a mosquito-borne virus. So what is this mysterious virus and how do we stop it?
Around 15 to 20 experts in areas such as disease control, virology and vaccine developments gather from all around the world and look at the science and the spread of the disease, in this case Zika. The Director General of the WHO whether this is just a concern for a particular country or region, or whether it has significant implications for other parts of the world, making it a possible global emergency.
The Zika virus is spread by the Aedes mosquitoes. Fever, joint pain, and pink eye are symptoms. The sickness is usually mild and only lasts a few days. The person don't get sick even though they go to the doctor and has built up an immunity to the disease after that. The virus was first documented in 1947. In 1952, the first human outbreak was reported in tropical Africa, Southeast Asia, and the Pacific Islands. Before 2007, only 14 cases were reported worldwide. On May 2015, the Pan American Health Organization posted an alert about the first Zika case in Brazil. On February 1st was the first case in Brazil. Zika was then declared a public health threat by the World Health Organization. What was the reason Zika was declared a public health threat? Zika is mild, passed quickly, and creates its own antibodies. So why the alert? Zika sounds dangerous, and added to it is its exotic name, right? Is the fact that Zika may cause birth defects, and that also causes a lot of alarm. Zika can cause world panic, right? This is not the first time diseases were used to scare the public. We all remember H1N1 and SARS. Each was called a devastating illness that can kill millions. The vaccines kill more than the illness. Zika is not the real threat. The real danger is as common as the cold. Vaccines have been used for decades. Billions have received them, but they are actually making people sick. In 2009, a Chilean newspaper published an article about the origin of the swine flu. The article stated that the Biodefense Agency weaponized avian flu. This article circulated and resulted in widespread fear in Mexico. Schools were closed and the fear continued. In the United States, the flu scare resulted in a lot of hate speech. Mexicans were seen as vectors for the disease. This is, of course, false. The number of people that died from the flu vaccine in 2013 was 139. 70 was compensated for the death. No one is causing the death caused by vaccines an epidemic. The whole idea is to make vaccines appear safe, while unvaccinated people appear disease-ridden. People are being frightened into taking annual flu shots. The Zika virus looks like it's going to be the next source of alarm. It will be used just like Ebola was used a few years ago. I'm not talking about the normal vaccines we all get like the MMR and the tetanus. I'm talking about the extra and often experimental vaccines that doctors' offices and drug stores sell like Tic Tacs, over the counter and dirty. In 1918, the flu shot killed as many as The flu killed as many as 100 million, and 500 million were infected. This strand stopped the bloody World War I. This was called the Spanish flu, but the first instance was in Kansas, oddly enough. This was H1N1. At Detroit, this strand was modified to make it more deadly. If you really want the flu, then there's a few things that you have to do. First, wash your hands. Second is to get enough sleep. And third is remember, he was pierced for our transgressions, he was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. He already paid. We just have to call in and accept the check.